దేశమంటే మట్టి కాదోయ్, దేశమంటే మనుషులోయ్. A nation is not defined by its boundaries, rather by its people. Golden words by Sri Gurujada Apparao Garu. Sri JSV Prasad says, as an officer, he took inspiration from these words and took a pledge to serve the poor and the downtrodden people. Sri JSV Prasad was born and brought up in Hyderabad. His father, Mr. Subramaniam, was a chief general manager in Andhra Bank, and his mother, Srimati Sheshamamba, is a homemaker. They both hail from Anantapuram district. Sri JSV Prasad finished school education from St. Joseph School in Abids, Hyderabad. He finished his intermediate education from Karnataka State Board. He completed his degree in agricultural economics from Sri Venkateshwara Agriculture College in Tirupati. He completed his post-graduation from Madurai Kamaraj University. After completion of education, he worked in the Reserve Bank of India as a probationary officer from 1985 to 1987, but continued his quest to join the civil services. In 1987, he got selected for IAS, and after completion of training, his first posting was sub-collector in Mulugu in Warangal district of erstwhile Andhra Pradesh. Then he took over as joint collector of Guntur, and then in 1992, he was posted as additional commissioner of Vijayawada. Between 1993 and 1995, he worked as Kurnool Zilla Parishad CEO. He worked as director of civil supplies when the tropical cyclone affected East Godavari district in 1996. On the instructions of the government, he camped in Rajahmundry for 20 days and worked day and night to provide relief to the cyclone-affected population. In a very short while after that, he was posted as collector, East Godavari district. In 1999, during his tenure as collector of Visakhapatnam district, he worked for tribal development, holistic development of ITDA Aruku, development of Visakhapatnam city, watershed development in dryland areas, and he also contributed for the strengthening of Dwakra groups in Visakhapatnam. Being an avid arts lover, he worked tirelessly to develop the Sampradaya Sangeeta Nrutya Academy in Srikakulam. During his tenure as Commissioner of Horticulture, the AP Micro Irrigation project designed by him won accolades from the then Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. The importance of the project can be gauged from the fact that it is being implemented successfully till today. Shri JSV Prasad says that as Additional Director General in the Marri Chenna Reddy Institute, he felt very satisfied while imparting training to young civil servants. In 2013, he was posted Principal Secretary for the Industries and continued till 2015. He was Special Chief Secretary and Principal Secretary in the Endowments Department from 2015 to 2018. During that period, he was also board member, chairman for TTD and chairman for Sri Sailam Temple. He contributed for the development of Simhachalam, Dwarka Tirumala, Sri Sailam and Kanakadurga temples. After being posted as Special Chief Secretary for Higher Education in 2019, Sri JSV Prasad has been working as Director General for APHRD Institute for the past 16 months. He says that since he had an opportunity to work with highly decorated officers, he managed to learn a lot from them. Shri Prasad says he can't say if sincere and honest officers are liked by one and all, but he is certain that they are always respected and honored. A stern believer that learning never stops, wherever he worked, he managed to set up training institutes. He says that keeping the system fair is the foremost duty of every civil servant. He penned 2 books named A Small Step Towards a Golden Revolution and a PSU Transformation in an Era of Globalization and Liberalization. Shri Prasad very humbly says that his career has been very satisfactory and that he could walk this path because a lot of people encouraged him to do so. The IAS Officers Association of Andhra Pradesh wishes him all the very best on his retirement.
It gives me great happiness to be with all of you today for one final time as a member of the service. I remember in the year 2005, Mr. Mohan Kanda was the Chief Secretary. One day he rang up to me and asked me, "Man, I want to post you somewhere. Do you have any preferences?" The Chief Secretary asked me. I had only one thing to say, "Sir, you can post me wherever you want, except one post." Then he was curious to know, what is that one post which you don't want to do? I said, the Commissioner of Excise. Why? I said, "Sir, I can't sell liquor." So the unthinkable also has happened, and the trio of Babu, Pradyumna and Nivas, they've ensured that I inaugurated a bar today, which I never thought I would ever do in my life. Anyway, jokes apart, I should first wholeheartedly congratulate the outstanding work done by the new committee, of which I have been I had the privilege of being the president for 1 month, and they have done in a matter of 20 days all this remarkable work. This only goes to show that if proper freedom and encouragement is given, what sort of work IAS officers are capable of doing in a very short span of time. My wholehearted appreciation for the good work done. I don't want to take long time and sermonize. Somehow I feel that is not appropriate. But I still remember a few things which probably I can share with you. It is not my words. The words said by one senior officer who is no more. Dr. B.N. Yugandhar was the director of our academy when I was in training. So he happened to say that it's not possible for officers to have the so-called important postings for the entire duration of their career, say 35 years. If you can get good posting, so-called good posting for about 20 years, you should be happy. And you may get some posting which may not be to your liking or which may be of a low profile, but that helps you to pursue other interests which you might have neglected when you were in busy assignments. So that is something which I kept in my mind. I wanted to share that with all of you because all the time I see youngsters getting a little anxious about their posting. So we go through ups and downs, but that is all part of the game. But what is more important is to develop a spirit of camaraderie and work with positive enthusiasm and do the best that we can in the right spirit. And if we have done successfully, some good things have been said about us. I can only say that the credit goes to so many people in the making of a single officer. So many people come together, even the private assistants, the personal secretaries, they work day and night. Even the drivers who carry us around in difficult times, even at midnight to different places, they all help us in achieving our task. So I think this is an occasion when we have to remember their contribution in the making of our career. I also want to thank the political system which has been, despite all the negative things that are said about the political system, it has been reasonably fair, and that's how we have been able to achieve significant success which we claim that we have achieved today. And Andhra Pradesh has, after bifurcation, has gone through a very difficult time, and seeing this particular facility gives me a very positive feeling. This feeling is very, very important. I realized when I was going through what sort of thing they have done. It's not just constructing or renovating a building, making a beautiful facility available to all the officers. It is lifting the spirits of the people, literally speaking. Actually, the services, I think all the three services, our spirits have been very low in the last few years. I think this sort of a thing, that we have something good with us. Nothing good was happening. So something good is there with us, and we can also share our feelings and thoughts when we meet here on and off. So I think that sort of a thing was very badly required. And I think the trio of Nivas, Pradyumna and Babu Ahmad, I would say these three people, I have no hesitation in saying they are probably three of the most outstanding officers we have in the service today. And I would request everyone to give a big hand to them. I take this opportunity to thank one and all, and I wish everyone a happy and prosperous new year. Thank you.